The Yakuza series is one that I have such a high amount of respect for. They consistently make great games. They know how to deliver stories and characters with some engaging gameplay too. Their exploration of different genres shows that their formula just doesn't fit one format, but rather can be applied to many. When looking at Pirate Yakuza, I was initially like, this looks like an over-the-top fun time. Kind of like they took the side quest portion of the game, and then just blew that up into its own experience. The prior games worked really well for a lot of reasons. One being is that you got all the straight and serious stuff in the main narrative, and then the side missions can range from so many different things, ranging from very serious to just being outrageous. It was a way to tell many different stories, episodic tales, and all of this really kept a level of consistency that really worked for this series. The more time I spend with Pirate Yakuza, the more it might be one of 2025's most fun titles. Before we go any further, I want to thank the website 2Game for providing me with a code to cover this game on the channel. If you're interested in this title or other PC games, please use the link and coupon code in the description and pinned comment. Now, back to the video. Look, I was not planning on sitting down and giving this game more attention, but then I found that it was just pulling me in. I blame the natural allure of the series. I haven't played all of them, but when I do, I end up loving them. I've only beaten a handful, and I started back on the PS2. And I know it might sound silly, but I prefer when I can play these games with the dub. The first PS2 game was actually dubbed, and even Mark Hamill was the voice for Majima. The voice actor for him in Pirate Yakuza is pretty good. I think it's the same guy who did Leon Kennedy from Resident Evil 6. All I know is that thank God Yong Ya is not in this game. I have no idea how he was able to land the role of Kiryu, but he makes it very easy for me to just switch the game to being in its original language. His performance is awful and does not fit the character, period. But hey, in this game, at least so far, he is not in it, so I think anyone who wants the English dub can rest assured he's not there to ruin it. I really did not know what to expect when it came to this title, what direction it would go on, what it would be like. Would it operate like a normal Yakuza game, with the action being more modern day button mashing, or would this title be wild and over the top all the time? What would the tone be? At least so far, the main story, while silly in concept at times, it's most certainly played like it always has been, pretty straight. Sure, it has humor and all of that with quality drama. I haven't done a lot of the side missions yet either, but I am expecting some of that charming silliness to be found there too. This game is a blast. I have found that some of the titles within the series can have a bit of a slow build-up. Good slow, but slow in some ways. Pirate Yakuza gets you into the action rather quickly, and then continually adds on more stuff after that. I really like how it gets you to the fighting. The action is great. Punches, sword slashes, special moves, all of that feel good to pull off, with you being able to then change different stances on the fly. Cooking and planning food is introduced, and usually comes with a fun little set of mini games to do. The Sega arcade stuff returns as well, and it's a nice touch. Once you get a pirate ship, that is where you start to feel like Yakuza meets Black Flag, and then you begin to wonder how Ubisoft has yet to really be able to capture the magic from that game again. And then we have Yakuza just giving it a go for the first time and doing a great job. Ship battles are fun, blasting your guns, even doing side events on different islands, and in some cases boarding other ships as well. It isn't completely open right now to me, but you have your main mission and then optional stuff to try out too. Nice little touches like needing to be concerned about your crew. Leveling them up along with yourself provides enough enjoyable progression. Now, what if you have never played a Yakuza game before, and this one interests you, whether as a franchise entry point, or you just want some fun pirate action? Well, it all works here. Majima doesn't remember much of who he is, and I think this works well for anyone who knows his past, and then for newcomers who can go in pretty fresh. As someone who bounces around between different entries, I found this one to be very welcoming, and again, you are going to be won over by its charm. It all makes me wonder, considering the high level of quality here, of what I've played so far, why Sega did not push this one more. I felt like it should have received a stronger marketing campaign behind it. It practically had a stealth launch without much noise. Now sure, the fans of it are vocal about it, but Sega should have propped this title up more. It's a load of fun. It oddly might even turn into an overlooked game considering the poor marketing, or lack of it. I do want to throw this out there as a potential idea for another Yakuza spin-off of sorts. So they have the Pirate Yakuza, which works as a side story, and it kind of fits into the prior game. Then you have that zombie one from long ago. I don't think they've remastered that one yet. They should. On top of this, you have the Feudal Japan one. Again, another title I need to get back to. But while playing Pirate Yakuza, I had a bit of an inspiration, or a wish list of sorts, from something they could do in the future. I would really love to see this formula applied to a full-blown Western. They could make it a separate side game, no connection or anything, and just try to, or they could even just try to weave that into the main narrative too. Whatever they want. I don't care, other than the fact that I would love to see it, and go full Western on it. Horseback riding, exploration, and all of that. The big question is would the combat system remain the same, as more of a melee action game, or just be shooting since the West had a lot of gunfighting? Or maybe there is a mix of the two, and they do a combo, kinda like how Devil May Cry makes use of both swords and guns. I think the potential is there, and something like this could work really, really well. Will it ever happen? I have no idea. I certainly would like to see it. But as it pertains to Pirate Yakuza, honestly so far the worst part about the game is that the title is a mouthful, and that's pretty much it. I really don't understand why it felt like Sega sort of sent this game out there to die. I could understand doing that if you don't have any confidence in your title, but this is the Yakuza series. It's practically mainstream now. Yet we have this pirate game, and it's really good, and I feel like it's already being forgotten about. Personally, I'm having a blast. Maybe we'll see another pirate game from these developers, or something else that will surprise us too. What are your thoughts on all of this? Have you played Pirate Yakuza? Let me know all of this in the comments down below. And if you're interested in this title or other PC games, please see the description and pinned comment. It all goes to help the channel. If you're interested in supporting the channel, please check out my Patreon page. For just $1 a month, you can help to keep this channel going strong, and this allows me to be able to do more for my awesome audience. Please check out the links in the description and pinned comment for ways to support the channel. And most of all, thank you very much for watching.